In this lesson, students will be able to multiply a single-digit number by a multiple of 10. To help students visually understand how to multiply single-digit numbers by multiples of 10, we're going to be using base 10 blocks. To review, this is 100, which is known as the base. It's a 10 by 10, so you have 100 squares in there. This is a rod, and it has 10. It's one piece of the base. And this is a 1, which is known as a unit. We're going to be using these to help us understand how to multiply double-digit numbers by a single-digit number. So our first problem, we're going to review two single-digit numbers. So I'm going to do 4 times 2. 4 times 2 is 4 groups of 2. So showing this would look this visually using your unit pieces. So you have 2, 4, 6, 8, which is 4 times 2 equals 8. Now we're going to try 4 groups of 20. So all I'm doing is changing the second digit in our multiplication problem. We're going to do 4 times 20, which instead of using the unit pieces, we're going to use rods. So you have 1 group of 20, 2 groups of 20, 3, and 4. And looking at those, you can see that we have 20, 40, 60, 80, which is 4 times 20. And a good thing to do is to have your students compare these two together to notice that all that happened is that you multiplied by 10. So you've actually increased the value. Now I'm going to show you with a little bit larger number so you can see how we might use base pieces. So I'm going to take those off and we're going to do 2 times 8. That's 2 groups of 8. So we have here 1 group of 8 and 2 groups of 8. So 2 groups of 8 equals 16. Now to show this with a larger model, I'm going to change, instead of 2 times 8, we'll do 2 times 80. So we're going to have 2 groups of 80. Which that's going to look really big, showing your rods. You're going to get, there's 8, so that's 1 group of 80. And we'll do our second group of 80. And this is showing, if you look at the comparison, that we have multiplied it by 10. So it's going 10 times the size. And you could really, if you put this here, to show your students that it's actually increasing by a multiple of 10. That's really going to help them understand. Another way to model this pictorially is by decomposing the numbers. If we work with the same number of 2 times 80 that we are working with the rods and bases, we can see that you can decompose the multiple of 10 to 8 times 10. Looking at that, you can pull all of the numbers down to see that 2 times 8 equals 16, and 16 times 10 equals 160. In summary, when multiplying a single-digit number by a multiple of 10, the factor will increase by a multiple of 10.